All right, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So, I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I have a Mastering Self-Confidence program, the blueprint to finding the woman of your dreams, even if you've been through a bad breakup or divorce. And I shoot videos on here regarding that subject. So if you get a chance, please check out that webinar. I also post videos on this as well to help men, hopefully, with different things, obviously to also help people try to find beautiful, intelligent women. It's just not as detailed or structured. It's just kind of quick advice. I also give advice on hygiene, fitness, what else, fashion, and different things in that nature. But today I'm going to get into the friend zone, which we discuss a lot in my program. I'm all about regarding meeting women. It's not about being a pickup artist. It's about building friendships and relationships. But again, that does not mean you slip into the friend zone. But I get tons of guys always saying, why do they always look at me as just a friend? And I'm going to tell you something very simple. And that is because that is what you are, the signal you are throwing off. It's that simple. And you know, you can be a great guy, and you probably hear all the time, if you keep falling into the friend zone, you're a great guy, right? I talk about in my book, The Wingman, that a lot of women, they want, it's kind of like that movie, what was that, Swingers? I'm trying to remember, whatever. They want the R-rated guy. And that's kind of a joke, but it's true. They don't want the PG guy a lot of times. But there's a fine line between that. You know, they want the R-rated guy who they don't, you know, he's a little mysterious, he's a little edgy, he kind of gives a shit, but he doesn't give a shit too much. He looks like a guy who's not being taken advantage of. He's not going to be bullshitted, but at the same time, he's not going to throw all his baggage on the woman or look down upon her. He's going to lift her up, and you're not the PG or G-rated guy or the corny dude. And you really got to figure that out. Now, it's hard for a lot of people to understand this because you want to change, you need to change a little bit of your disposition, right? You're like, I don't want to change. I just like being a good guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I think in time you eventually will find the one. There's no question about that. But if this keeps happening to you with the women you like, so for instance, there's a lot of women you may be interested in, and all the ones you're interested in are sliding you into the, you know, the friend zone, why aren't you asking them to introduce you to other women, right? Why aren't you? And if they're not, there's a reason behind that. There's, I don't know what it is. That's up to you. Either they think you're either too corny, I don't know, or too friendly, maybe even too nice, you're going to get hurt, or they want to protect you, or on the other end, maybe they don't, you think you're friends with them, but maybe they don't trust you the way you think they do, right? Or they're not going to vouch for you, which is understandable. You know, that's what a lot of people, but you don't need that, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you just got to start having balls, I believe, to really go after what you want. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and they do all these things with men meeting women, and they're, you know, they're when they're standing next to them, what type of vibe are they sending? And I believe all that. Your body, you know, your body when your posture and everything you do, crossing your arms, the way you look at somebody, the way you're talking, the way you move your hands. What type of presence is that? What are you sitting back like you really are just a friend? Or are you looking at somebody that says, hey, I'm interested in you and I'm not messing around here? And what is your delivery like? Is it always on the friendly side, which is wonderful? Are you the one they kind of want to go to amusement park with their girlfriends? Or are they the one they invite you to, which is a good thing actually, they invite you to girls' night out, but it's not really, none of these girls are interested in you, and none of them are willing to introduce you to other women. Something is missing there. Now, I don't know if that's your presence, the way you talk, but you need to figure these things out, okay? In my program, Mastering Self-Confidence, I teach all these things. I believe that will help take men to the highest level, right? So if you are having these, you know, these issues, please at least check out my webinar with my Mastering Self-Confidence program. You can also subscribe to my page because I'm going to be going through things on that on YouTube. And I have a Facebook private community page that helps guys, and they help each other. You know, kind of what they've been through and what they've conquered, and that may be something you definitely want to start becoming a part of, because there's no reason, if you're a good guy and you keep getting slipped in, like I said, to the friend zone, and I know tons of these guys, you know, it happens. And also your social media presence a lot of times for people, I'm not saying it turns them off, but you kind of may look like somebody who may be coming off either corny again, dorky, and again, if that's really who you are, I get it, geeky and all this stuff, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. You may come off, too shy, right? All these things. But you've got to realize that there is something missing here. And if you want to, if you want things to change, you're going to have to change one way or another. I don't know what that change is, but something has to click, or all of a sudden, when women meet you, if they're interested in you, or you're making them actually interested in you, you want them to start now. I always say you want them to start gravitating towards you. When you keep getting slipped in the friend zone, two things is happening here. One is they obviously are slipping out of you, and two, no women are coming towards you. You should actually, if you start looking at yourself as somebody who's sexy and somebody who has a lot to offer, women will pursue you. They probably just haven't done it because you're not sending out that vibe. So you got two losing components here. You need to shift that. Okay, you want to be the person they desire. That could be on social media. That could be personally. I don't care if it's dating websites. Whatever you're doing is reflecting. You want to attract. You want to become the magnet. You don't want to become the reflector. All right. So again, we teach all these things in my program. Regardless, if you join the program, and I still love helping people, and you really think about what I said in this video, if you keep getting slipped in the friend zone, or if girls just keep breaking up with you, right? And I get that too. Or they start ghosting you, or they're unfriending you. Again, you may make friends with a lot of girls, but then something that you're doing also may make them immediately kind of shun you. And it could just be something you're doing consistently. Maybe you drink too much. I don't know. Maybe you swear too much. Or things may start off at the beginning one way, and then maybe girls figure out who you really are after time, and they kind of shy away from you. And that happens. And who knows what that could be too. Maybe they don't trust you. Maybe they think you're shady. Or maybe they think you're a phony. I don't know. But you got to figure it out and kick it in the ass, all right? You got to address that very quickly, because you do not want to be a dude for the rest of your life being taken advantage of, or slipping into the friend zone, or being ghosted, or people just breaking up with you all the time. That's not cool emotionally. It's not cool for anybody. But you're going to also have to learn to take risks, all right? A lot of guys end up in a friend zone because they don't have the balls to ask women out. They don't ask them to go do things with them. And they don't have the balls to ask other women or people to introduce them to other women, because they're shy and they're afraid. Who knows what they're afraid of, but stop being afraid. Fear is the killer of all. So I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, subscribe to my page. Also, again, check out my Mastering Self-Confidence program. All right, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.